Ship Propulsion System. Definition, function, and principles explained. Propulsion System. 1. The energy source, main engine. 2. The speed transformer, reduction gear. 3. The force interface, thrust block. 4. The transmission, thrust, intermediate and tailshaft. 5. The hull exit, stern tube and seals. 6. The business end, propeller. 1. The energy source, main engine. What it is: the heart of the ship, usually a massive two-stroke slow-speed diesel for large cargo ships. Function: converts thermal energy from combustion into shaft power torque. Principle: based on the internal combustion principle, fuel is injected into highly compressed, hot air. The resulting explosion drives the piston down, and the connecting rod converts this linear motion into the rotational motion of the crankshaft. The speed transformer, reduction gear. What it is: a heavy-duty housing containing gears, located between the engine and the shaft. Function: to reduce high engine RPM to a lower, more efficient propeller RPM while massively increasing torque. Principle: a small gear pinion turns a much larger gear bull gear. The force interface, thrust block. What it is: the critical physical link between the rotating machinery and the stationary ship's hull. Function: it transfers thrust to the ship's structure. Principle: it contains thrust pads that catch the forward push from the propeller and spread it into the ship's structure. The transmission, thrust, intermediate and tail shaft. What it is: the physical bridge consisting of the thrust shaft, intermediate shaft, and tail shaft. Thrust shaft: it handles the massive physical push thrust from the propeller. Thrust shaft is supported by the main thrust block. Intermediate shaft: it transmits torque from the thrust shaft to the tail shaft. Each intermediate shaft is supported by intermediate bearings. Tail shaft: it carries the propeller. It must withstand the weight of the propeller and the corrosive effects of seawater. The tail shaft is supported by stern tube bearings located at the forward and aft ends of the stern tube. Function: to transmit torque over the length of the vessel. The hull exit, stern tube and seals. What it is: this is the critical assembly where the shaft exits the ship's hull. It is a long, hollow tube housing the tail shaft, containing two main support bearing, the forward and aft bush and the sealing system. Function: it serves two vital roles. First, it supports the heavy tail shaft as it rotates. Second, it acts as a watertight boundary, allowing the shaft to spin at high speeds, while preventing the ocean from flooding the engine room. The business end, the propeller. The function: its sole purpose is to convert the engine's rotational torque into propeller thrust power. The propeller operates on Bernoulli's principle. As the blades spin, they create a pressure imbalance. Low pressure on the forward face and high pressure in the aft face. This difference literally pulls the ship forward through the water.